Hey guys, let's make this charcoal portrait together. I'm Samuel Winner. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel to watch my art content. Thank you. So after sketching here, I went in with my charcoal. By the way, I used the grid method to sketch out the form. Then I went in with my charcoal pencil to highlight the eyes and the brows to begin my shading. Then I brought out my brushes because I don't shade like the the skin with my pencil. I use the charcoal dust, so I apply it using a brush, a soft brush. I only use the charcoal pencil for the dark areas like the brows and the eye lines, inside the nose. So those are the only places I use my charcoal pencil to apply directly on the paper. So I went in with my smallest brush to blend those areas. I used the charcoal pencil to make it smoother and darker. So this is me shading the eyes. I always begin my shading with the eyes. I think it's easier for me to like see the drawing better, like how it's coming out, see the progress. But you can actually start from anywhere, but I prefer starting with the eyes, and I think it's most preferable. If you have any question, do well to drop it in the comment section, and I promise to reply and answer those questions. Afterwards, I brought out my semi-smallest brush to shade out the other parts that are not as dark as the eyes and brows. To apply dust on darker areas, you need to use a stronger brush and a smaller and stronger brush. It can be big though, but it has to be strong to apply dark tone of charcoal dust. Then to apply a lighter tone of charcoal dust, you need a softer brush and preferably bigger brush to apply light tones of charcoal dust. This is me shading the eyelids. So I usually post shorts, and this is going to be the first long form video I'll be posting. So forgive the fact that my head kept coming in contact with the camera. I'll do better next time. I bought this particular charcoal, but you can also just get your charcoal pencils, maybe extra soft or soft, and then grind them using a sandpaper so you can get your dust. I was grinding extra soft to shade before, but I just recently purchased this one. So I brought out a bigger and softer brush to apply a light shade under the eyebrows. Then I continued with a smaller brush to add more depth to the eyelids. So this is me shading, shading, shading. As you can see, the eyelid is already popping out, like it's already giving realism. I did this work around February, but I'm just doing a video now because at that time I didn't have a YouTube channel. So now it's the time I just created one, and I'm just glad that I still had the videos intact to use. At this point, I'm almost done with the first eye and brow, and it's coming out well. I know you can see that. I was unable to video when I started shading the second eye, but this is when I had just like I was doing the finishing touches. So I was going to add like a bit of highlight to this work, like skin textures. Oh, I've already added this here. If you look at the eyes, the eyelids, under the brows, you see a bit of texture there. After applying the charcoal pencil directly on the inside of the nose, I went in with my brush and then like to blend it and make it darker. Like I said earlier, I only apply my charcoal pencil directly when I'm dealing with those very dark areas. Other areas I prefer using my brush to give my work a smoother finish. This is me shading the nose, and then I also went in with more highlights for the nose, more texture. Yes, so I used my Mono Zero eraser for this texture. Then I use my 2B pencil or my charcoal pencil to like highlight it. The essence of this texture is to make it look hyper realistic. So if you want your work to be hyper realistic, you add texture to it. I'm not a pro yet in hyperrealism, but I'm slowly getting there, little by little, more practice. So this is me shading the lips, shading his lips and beards. Yes, so when I want to do beards, I use my charcoal pencil to draw strokes like according to how his beards are. Then I apply a bit of light dust, not very light dust, on top of it. It should be a bit dark but not too dark so those lines are visible. Then I then use my eraser to highlight the beards. That technique is not for beards alone, it's also for hair and fur and anything hairy. So that's the technique that is best used and it makes it look more real than just shading it black. I added more lines to the beards because I realized I had shaded those other ones off, like they were not that visible again. So I added more lines to it, then blended it with a bit of charcoal dust again before adding some highlights. So I also like shaded the lips a bit more to make the darker areas darker. Then I went in with my Mono Zero to add those highlights. These highlights are very important to make your work look very real. So then I added more highlights to the beards, and you can see the beards are already looking beardy and they're not looking like they just plastered a fake mustache there. It's looking real. So I did the same thing for the hair. Unfortunately, I remember documenting the hair part, but I can't find it, and that's sad. So it's just this face part that's there, and then move to the finished work. I don't have the part where I shaded the hair here, but in my next videos you'll be getting full clips, like full details from start to finish. So this is the finished look, guys. It's looking so good. This is one of my favorite portraits so far and I really like it and I hope you like it too. Hope you didn't forget to subscribe so you keep seeing more of my videos. And if you're a beginner artist and you want to learn more, you can actually learn a lot from these videos. Thank you.